It's time for Game Jam. This time I'm attending the Wowie Jam 4.0 hosted by Jonas Tyroller, the creator of Will You Snail. But I gotta admit, this was one of my most stressful game jams I've ever had. Well, it's my second jam, so the word most stressful doesn't mean a lot, but it's still much more tiring than last one, alright? The reason to this is because I have to take a class that I signed up for, and unfortunately the schedule of this class overlapped with the day when the jam starts. So I had to do both things at once and it really exhausted me. Okay, enough rambling, it's time for the process of making the Game Jam game itself. The theme this time is collaborate with AI. I've always wanted to make an RPG. There's just something so pleasing about making a story and having people play through it. My idea is to have a robot as your partner on the journey, and he is basically a AI. Okay everyone, it's story time! So here's our protagonist, the hero. His desire is to save the world from the evils. However, he is rather careless and airheaded. He even forgot his sword and just decided to use his fist instead. On his journey, he got lost in the woods since he didn't bring a map with him. There he met Botbo, a robot that was created to assist the hero. And both of them went on adventures and encountering mushroom monsters. Later on, they met the merchants who sell many goodies for them and they use it to fight against the monsters. At the end of the game, he realized that they are lost, so he gave them this map that helps them to navigate out of the woods. So yeah, that's the entire story of the game. It's kinda dumb, but for a 3-day game, I think that's enough. With the storyline completed, I jump right into Unity and start working on this prototype. The enemy, which is the red cube, will chase you and deal damage on touching you. When you have killed all the enemies, you can go to the right side of the screen to move to the next level. I have made minor improvements to the game. There is now a level and coin system. You will earn 3 to 5 coins for each enemy you kill. And every 5 levels, you will meet a merchant who will sell equipment and upgrades for you. I got bored from coding constantly, so the next thing I do is to create the player sprites and animations. I'm just a newbie at animating, but I'm pretty proud about this end result. I've also designed like 10 different weapons and upgrades for the shop. Each has their own stats and prices. Some items are missing their sprites, but whatever, I'll add them later. But I feel like I'm missing something. Oh yeah, right, Botbo, the AI himself. Coding Botbo's behavior was pretty simple. I just check if he is too far away from the hero, then he'll move towards the hero. And if he is close enough, then he'll stand still. You can hide behind Botbo and still be able to do damage to the enemy. When all enemies are killed, he'll go to the right of the scene to transfer to the next level. Other than that, he is completely useless and all he does is following you around. This is the behavior code of Botbo. It is basically just a mess of if and else statements. Don't worry if you can't understand it, since neither can I. The deadline is pretty close and I'm running out of time. So I quickly made a background, made the enemy sprites and gave it a little wiggle animation and added a bunch of sound effects to my game. And the game is completed. You can actually play it now with just some tiny bugs that no one would notice anyway. Also, you might be wondering what this box does. It's actually the dialogue system, and it stores all of the conversations between the protagonist and the other characters in the game. You will meet the merchant quite a few times throughout the game, and at level 30, he will give you the map that you will need to beat the game. After submitting the game to the jam, many people pointed out that the game is pretty boring since there is only one kind of enemy and the dialogue system is really hard to read. So basically, my game sucks. But on the bright side, they seems to really enjoy my art. Actually, this video was supposed to be about the GMTK game jam. However, I was demotivated and I didn't feel like making a game for it. I also had this terrible flu and it made me really sick, but somehow I survived through that. So I joined this jam as a compensation for missing the GMTK jam. And yeah, I hope that you enjoyed this little game jam devlog that I made. And please check out my game Botbo and the hero on itch.io. Consider leaving a like, subscribe to my channel, and join my Discord server. That's all for today. Thanks for watching and goodbye.